Hello and welcome to Talk Ag to Me, the podcast dedicated to improving ag literacy around the globe. I'm your host, Brennan Black, and I am on the verge of editing a massive video right now, as you can see in the background there, there we go. So, yeah, I spent all day at the World Ag Expo today. Today was the first day, it was media day, and I got my fancy badge, which is right over here. There we go. There we go. So I got my fancy media badge, I got my fancy media packet and all my stuff, and I was walking around with a big old backpack on my back and just all my fancy equipment. As you can see, I have my microphone, and I was interviewing vendors all day and talking to people and making some connections and just having a good time. So it was a really good day. I mean, I met a lot of really interesting people, made a lot of friends, made some good connections and traded some business cards, and so it was a really good day. I mean, got a lot done, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of this week. The video that I have ready for you guys here, that's going to be coming up after this, is going to be the collection of everything I accumulated today as far as footage. My phone died twice, so I missed out on some of the stuff I really wanted to get, but that's okay. I can get it throughout the week. Today was kind of just a precursor to what the rest of the week is going to be like. It's going to be raining on Wednesday and Thursday, so I think I'm going to focus on the outside attractions that I'm going to be looking at tomorrow, and I'm going to be focusing on the pavilion-based ones, and the inside ones on Wednesday and Thursday where it's a little bit drier. And so, yeah, no, I got a good feel today of what the farm show is going to really be like and what's going to have in store for me. So I really can't wait. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It was a lot to take in at first. I've been to the farm show before, but never as a media person. It's really hard to kind of make a schedule for what you want to cover because you never know who's going to be available at what time, and everyone was setting up their booths, so it was really hard to find someone to talk to, and not a lot of people were really willing to interview at this time. A lot of them said, "Can you just come back tomorrow?" So I said, "Sure." But it was kind of it was really cool to get to walk around and just look at everyone setting up and getting to see all the people moving their equipment around and getting their booths set up and just kind of seeing that behind the scenes that you really don't get to see as just a general person going to the World Ag Expo. But it was pretty interesting to see all that stuff, so I got really excited about it. I know that a lot of people there were having a lot of fun. Some people were a little bit more frustrated, and I think that if you're not having fun with it, then you're really not doing it right. I think that the World Ag Expo needs to be a fun experience, and it is about business and it is about technology and education, but I think a good portion of that can be fun. And the interviews I had were a lot of fun. I had a really good time talking to some of these people, and they were really interesting to talk to. Fieldin is a good example of one, and if you guys saw my posts on Instagram and Facebook yesterday, then you know that I had an interview with one of the people from Fieldin, and that was a really awesome interview. I enjoyed it a lot. His name was Gil, and he was awesome. He was really good to talk to. I'm gonna be going back to them sometime today. Today for you guys whenever this episode goes up. It's currently night for me, but I'll be going back up to talk to them during their presentation, and they're going to be having happy hour Wednesday night, and I won't be able to make it to that, unfortunately. But yeah, no, it's just a really good time, and I just had a lot of fun with it. And so you guys can expect to see this episode. Well, you're going to be seeing it right now, but I'm editing it. I'm getting it ready to post tomorrow morning for me, which I'm going to be, by the time you guys are seeing this, I'm going to be back out there interviewing more people, talking to more industry leaders and vendors, and just getting some more information, trading some business cards, getting some good connections and networking ability out there, and just getting you guys a good bank of knowledge on what's going on in the ag world today and tomorrow, more importantly. And so yeah, no, I think it's a really good experience. I think you guys really need to check out the World Ag Expo if you haven't yet. If you have and you're going there today or tomorrow, or you're going there sometime soon, shout me out on Instagram or Facebook, or message me or text me or whatever you want to do. Anyone you talk to that I have covered on here, tell them that I sent you, and they'll know who you are, and they'll talk to you, and it'll be great. So I mean, yeah, go check out Fieldin, go check out My Job Depends on Ag, go check out Ultravance, go check out all kinds of different companies that I've been covering. I'm going to be covering a lot more. I'll give you guys more information as we go along here, especially tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a huge day for covering a lot of these different companies because it's going to be the last sunny day, and a lot of people really want to get covered tomorrow, so I'm just going to making my rounds, getting as much done as I possibly can in a short amount of time. But yeah, no, I think that's about it. I just wanted to tell you guys to enjoy the episode, and I really hope to see you at the World Ag Expo. Alright, so yeah, we're still here in Pavilion E. This is where a lot of the ag tech companies are going on. We have Amber Clean over here. They're a solar company. It looks like they're a solar cleaning company. Gotcha. We got some filter cleaning companies. A lot of more of the technical types of companies here, not so much the companies producing this kind of technology, but they're more like maintenance-based companies is what it looks like here. So maybe we'll get to interview some of these guys and see what exactly kind of services they provide as we go along here. So we'll come back to Pavilion E later throughout the day, but I kind of want to just give you guys a look as to what is actually going on here at the World Ag Expo. I mean, just look at this. Look at all the equipment. There's just, tons and tons of room here. I believe that it's on 2.6 million acres, which is just incredible to think about. And so, yeah, just look at all that farm equipment, all that agriculture is going on. And it's really interesting to think about the history of this thing and how large it's grown over the time. And if you guys saw my episode on the World Ag Expo with Jennifer Fox, we got to learn about how it started off at the Tulare County Fairgrounds just as a small little show to get farmers out of the field for a little bit of time and for tech companies to show off what they produce. But now it's grown since then and it's massive. And so it's pretty cool to see that. So I'm hoping we'll get to interview some industry heads here pretty soon. I'm going to be looking around for some people that are willing to talk about it. I know that there's a couple companies that I've been talking to off and on for the past few days that would like us to go talk to them, so maybe we'll make some time to go over to them and kind of see what they're all about, and I'll get back to you guys whenever we do. So now we're coming up on the New Holland booth, and they have a massive lot here with all kinds of different farming equipment here. I'm going to try to get in here and talk to some of these guys, because I know a couple of the New Holland employees, so I'm hoping that they can get us some good information. Looks like they're setting up their booth right now as well, so we're going to try to go over and check out some of that. But yeah, just look at these massive things. They're awesome. And if you know about Garten Tractor, then they are, I believe they're partners with New Holland. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, no, they're just a massive tractor company, and they've got all kinds of different agricultural equipment. And so yeah, if I can get someone to come in here and talk to us about some of this stuff, then that'd be awesome, just so you guys get some information on some of this massive equipment. You can get a hold of some of these companies and just give them some business, give them some promotion and stuff, because it always makes people happy. What's the saying? Publicity is never a bad thing. Or is it a bad publicity still publicity or something like that? There's no such thing as bad publicity. Yeah, so I mean, just look at this. This is awesome. Just massive equipment. They even got little equipment. Just, they've got equipment for everything. And over here we have Case, which is another one of the big contenders in terms of producing agricultural equipment. And I'll try. I know for sure I can get someone to come in here and talk to us about Case. We've got a guy over there washing just a massive piece of equipment. So I would try to tell you guys what I know about this equipment, but honestly, animals are more my speed. I'm not much of the ag mechanic, so I don't want to get any information wrong. So I'll be pulling someone in here to kind of talk to us about what this is and what it entails. So Case, I know, is partnered with Linder Tractor Co. And so it looks like their booth might be set up. Actually, we might be able to go in there and talk to some of these guys and just kind of get some information on what to expect from the World Ag Expo from these guys. So I'll go in there and I'll kind of talk to them and see what they can tell us. So it looks like the Case booth is still under a little bit of construction. They're almost done, but I wanted to give them a little more time to finish. So I'll be going back there sometime tomorrow and try to get some more information for you guys from one of the Case representatives. But yeah, no, this is an awesome company. They produce all kinds of great farming technology and equipment. And so yeah, I'll be giving quite a bit of coverage on them too once they have some more people here and once their booth is a little bit more developed. That's a bit of the issue with Media Day here, is that nobody's really quite done with their booths. So it's kind of exciting to see the amount of work they put in to get these things done, but it also kind of stinks because we'd like to get some coverage on what exactly they have displayed here. I'll be getting that for the rest of the week though, as long as it's not raining too hard, but we'll see how that goes. So now we're coming up on the Ag Source magazine booth, and Ag Source is one of the largest, if not the largest, ag publication companies there is. They have probably the most popular magazine in the entire country, if not the world, and all they display is agriculture technology and equipment. So we'll be trying to get some information on these guys as well if possible. So it looks like their booth is pretty much ready, if not all the way there, but they have, you know, just a great community of people, and they're very welcoming to all kinds of different types of agriculture in their booth here. So we'll see if we can get someone to kind of come in here and talk to us about what's going on whenever I can. So yep. We also have a friend of mine here. Yep. This is Brody here. He's
Hi.
What booth are you working at, Brody?
Right now I'm working at the Expo International booth.
Awesome. So what can you tell us about Expo?
I can tell us, so basically Expo, they produce farm equipment for like a lot of harvesters. So out there we got a bean harvester, and we got a couple grape harvesters. It's looking really good.
Awesome.
Yep,
So
yep.
what are you most excited about for this World Ag Expo?
Honestly, just to see all the new things, you know, like
Yep.
there's a lot of really cool stuff.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just excited to learn, honestly, about all of it.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you there. There's so much. So yeah, well, thank you for your input.
No problem.
All right, so we're currently approaching Building C. I've got a couple companies in here I need to talk to, so we're gonna get some coverage on them and see what awaits us. So let's check it out. Wow. Yeah. So here we have Building C and all the different booths set up. We're gonna walk around and see what we can find. It looks like a lot of the booths are still being set up, and they have this massive screen over here, which is really cool. I'll see if I can. There we go. Look at that thing. That's pretty cool. Curious about what they put on that. I guess we'll find out as the week goes on. So yeah, we have all kinds of different booths set up over here. So there's a couple companies in Building C that I need to talk to that were asking to come over and interview. So we'll be looking for them and kind of get some coverage on them as soon as we can, and we'll kind of update you guys as we go. All right, so here I am at the Fieldin booth with Gil Luera, and he's going to talk to us about what it is that Fieldin does and kind of what the technology that they're producing is like. So,
yeah, welcome to our booth. We're in Building C, 3013. We offer technology to growers that helps bring transparency to their farming operations, specifically their in-field mechanized operations.
Awesome.
So, out of the box in our infancy, we came out with the as an end-to-end spray IPM end-to-end management program. And what we're doing is we outfit this tractors with sensor technology, and we're able to get an overview of the spray event and then give it a quality grade for execution.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what would you say is the your selling point as a company in terms of the technology you produce, and what makes you so unique?
Well, we're helping the farmer evolve into a smart farm, to where we're outfitting all of the equipment, all the mechanized, engine-driven equipment in the farm, to be able to track it for efficiency and overall effectiveness of operation.
Awesome.
So the tractors essentially then, as they back into different implements, they can identify the different cultural practice that will be executed. We track that event, and then, like I said, we give it a grade assessment, if you will, as to the effectiveness of that event. One of our big platforms is our harvesting platform, which there again in the nut production, we outfit all the moving parts within the harvest production, the shaker, the conditioner, the sweeper, the harvester. We outfit all the pieces of equipment so we can identify opportunities where profits might be able to be captured or maintained. Growers work hard all year long to be profitable, and they need to maximize their harvesting activities in order to make sure that those profits stay in their pocket.
Absolutely. So we talked a little bit beforehand, and you guys, from what I understand, opened up a new office in Fresno. Is that right?
Yeah, exciting stuff going on in Fieldin right now. We just opened up a new office. We're part of the Bitwise. We're in the Bitwise building in downtown Fresno. So it gives us a centralized location to be able to service our growers throughout the state of California.
Awesome.
We're also hiring as a result of our growth. Real excited about that. So we're looking for sales representatives and customer success professionals to join our team and continue our movement.
That's great.
Capturing more of this market.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So for someone that were to apply to your job, what exactly would they be looking for? Or what would you guys be looking for in an employee?
Well, you know, the overall good attitude and strong work ethic, of course, is key. You know, connections within the industry is also vital to the success of the candidate. But we're looking throughout California, from the Oregon border down to south of Bakersfield. So
wow.
We're looking to get coverage in all those regions and those key growing regions.
Awesome.
So, yeah. Come down and apply.
That's awesome. And so as far as your booth goes, I understand you guys are going to have a happy hour going on Wednesday.
Yeah,
you guys want to talk about that a little bit?
We're going to have host a happy hour from 3 to 5. So come on down, 3013 in Building C. Come visit with us. Come learn about Fieldin. Have a beer with us and enjoy the show.
Yeah, that sounds great. All right. Well, I'd like to just thank Gil here for all of his great information. If you have anything else you want to add, then go ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Please come back. And amazing things are going on at Fieldin. We're real excited about the growth and the direction we're going. And certainly our current customer base has been very supportive. And we're looking forward to a successful season.
Great. Yeah. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we'll be in touch with Fieldin. We'll probably do an episode on them eventually, I'm sure, and I'll be coming back sometime later this week to kind of get some more coverage on their booth and on their company, just kind of what they're all about. So yeah, make sure you guys check out their booth, and you can check out their website right there, fieldintech.com. And if you're looking for a job, hey, they're hiring, so you might as well check it out. Yeah. So thank you.
Thank you.
One of the more notable things about the farm show, I think, is something that a lot of people enjoy about it, is the food. The food here is incredible, and I mean, most of the time you think of fair food as disgusting and greasy and just an abomination that's just going to kill you someday. But that's definitely not the case here at the farm show. I mean, we have all kinds of different vendors producing tons of food that's just incredibly delicious, and it all comes from non-profit organizations, all fundraising for their clubs or whatever it is they're doing. So it's awesome. We're gonna go buy a couple of food booths here in just a minute because I'm pretty hungry. Speaking of the food booths, we have quite a few right here. As my camera pans over, we've got the Cowboy Peach and Cobbler ice cream booth. We've got the Tulare Union Tribe booth. I mean, we've got all kinds of booths, and these are just a couple of the more iconic ones. I mean, there are booths everywhere, and we'll be covering a good portion of them just because I like to give some awareness to some of the groups and what they're doing for us. So, as well as the ag tech companies, we're going to be covering just about everything that's going on here at the World Ag Expo. So tune in. Great stuff. We actually have a fair food booth. I was talking about food just a minute ago and how it's way better than it is at the fair, and they actually have a booth for fair food. I didn't know that. So here we are, another food booth. This is the COS Ag Club food booth, and this is the one that I actually helped set up, and this is the school I go to, so I kind of have to give it some attention. So we're gonna go over and actually get some lunch from these guys, but I thought I'd go over and kind of check out how they're doing and maybe interview a couple of people here. So yeah, let's go. Does anyone actually work here? Hello.
How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
Good.
Doing a little bit of coverage on the food booths as well, so I thought I'd cover the COS food booth. Seemed a little fitting since I go here.
Excellent.
Yeah. So what are you looking forward to most out of the Ag Expo?
Well, we're looking to make contacts with a lot of the community and be out here supporting our students.
Awesome. What would you say your favorite item on the menu is?
I definitely like the deep pit beef sandwiches.
Deep pit beef sandwiches. Okay. Well, there you go. You have a recommendation.
Yep.
right.
They're definitely very good. I would recommend them to anybody.
Awesome.
Unless you're a vegetarian.
So you're a vegetarian. All right. Well, thank you for your time.
No problem.
All Alright, so Brody and I just got done at the COS food booth, and so I got myself a deep pit sandwich, and I gave him my beans because I'm not a big fan of beans, don't kill me. And so we're walking over to the Expo booth right now. I'm going to finish my sandwich, and then we'll do some coverage on them, and then we'll be back on the hunt. So here we are by the Expo booth, and I tried to get some information out of them, but it seems that they don't have their, what they call their marketing girl here today. It's just going to be here tomorrow, so I'll swing back by then and get some good information. But yeah, Expo is where Brody, the boy I was just walking with, where his dad works. He's the manager of it, so we'll swing by and get some information pretty soon. To the dairy pavilion, because this is probably one of my biggest interests at the World Ag Expo. It's one of the things I always look forward to, seeing all the new dairy technology, just because it's, you know, it's near and dear to my heart. It's an industry that I'm close with and my family has been involved in for a long time, and so it's just kind of cool to see, you know, all the stuff going on. So we'll check out some dairy tech, some robotic milkers maybe, and just kind of ask some questions and see what we can get away with. So yeah. Looks like this is for the company Gia, which is a pretty cool dairy technology company. They're all about expert care, as you can see here. Hello. So yeah. So as we move into the dairy pavilion here, we see they have all kinds of dairy. I mean, they have feed, they have hoof care, they have medication, they have all kinds of insane new technologies and inventions and ideas just flowing around here. And it's just really cool to see everything going on. So once they kind of get more of a setup going, we'll probably come back through here and kind of see what's going to be going on with some of these companies. We'll make a quick little walkthrough. We can see that some of them are setting up right now, so we're not going to try to get in their way. But I mean, we have all kinds of companies based around the dairy industry here that we're going to be covering, hopefully, and making some good information on for you guys to check out. So yeah, we got a lot of different veterinarian style products coming out here, all kinds of new medications and some cool stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed. Bypassing amino acids. So we have some new meals. We have the Quailo meat booth right here, which is pretty cool. We'll probably come back and cover them because they're a pretty big deal around here. And we got a C company.
I want to give them a little time to think. How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good.
So right now we're in Pavilion B with some more booths here that we're going to check out. Some well drilling companies and a lot of just, a lot of irrigation and a lot of industrial technology type of companies here. And that's kind of the focus of this World Bike Expo is technology and improvement of current methods of production and just ways we can find the way to be better and improve on what we've been doing in the past to make it more efficient. We've got all kinds of irrigation companies here, so I'm going to try to talk to a couple of these guys and see if I can get some good information on what they're all about, what they do. If you guys see any, while I'm walking around here, if you guys see any companies that you know of or any information about any of these that you know, feel free to comment down below or reach out to me on what you saw that you knew about or that you wanted to talk about, and I'd be more than happy to reply to you. Innovations in plant health. So they have all kinds of cool booths here set up talking about what's going on in the plant industry, what's going on in the ag industry in general, drop control. So they have this entire system. I wish there was someone here to talk to me about it, but this entire system of irrigation and irrigation technology that's entirely controlled from what it looks like your phone or perhaps a tablet by that picture right there. And if I had more information, I'd provide it to you guys, but I'm pretty new to this company, so I'll have to find someone that can talk to me about it as we go. So there's all kinds of cool stuff here. I mean, it seems like this one's mostly dedicated to irrigation technology, whereas building C was more dedicated to just general ag technology, farming equipment technology, or improvements in more automated agriculture. There's Simplot. Hello. Pretty good. How are you?
Getting some footage in?
Yep. Trying to get some stuff recorded. Just trying to get as much coverage as I can on the World Bike Expo. So.
Okay, cool.
Yep,
So is that your project? Or?
Yeah, I actually. So we're kind of making our way through here. We got a few pretty cool companies. Not a whole lot of setup's been done yet. We got the Fieldin guys over there again. We're making some pretty good progress. Got a lot of good coverage. So I'm hoping that we're able to find some other companies that are pretty much set up and want to talk about what they've got going on, because that's always it's always a fun time on our end. We get to learn about what they've got to offer, and we always get to get new information, like how Fieldin's hiring, and they got that new office in Fresno. I mean, that's all pretty exciting to learn about. Got BioWish Technologies, that's pretty cool. We got a new biotech company exhibition here. We got all kinds of cool stuff. I'm really excited about this.
You said it was Boy Scout, not military.
This is a pretty cool turnout for ag technology. We're gonna turn over here and kind of check out. We got some more pesticide companies, some more engineering and equipment companies. Over here we got a lot more mechanics-based companies. We got O'Reilly Auto Parts over there. I mean, just look at this. O'Reilly Auto Parts you wouldn't typically think of as an ag company, but they offer all kinds of attachments you can put on your trucks and tractors to make them more efficient. We got wow. Check that out. It's a thermal camera for surveillance. That's pretty exciting. I mean, there's all kinds of, like I said, anyone can be involved in the ag industry, even if they're not farmers. It doesn't matter what kind of industry you're involved in the ag industry one way or another. You always have something to offer. Kind of making our way through here. We got a few pretty cool companies. Not a whole lot of setup's been done yet. We got the Fieldin guys over there again. We're making some pretty good progress. Got a lot of good coverage. So I'm hoping that we're able to find some other companies that are pretty much set up and want to talk about what they've got going on, because that's always it's always a fun time on our end. We get to learn about what they've got to offer, and we always get to get new information, like how Fieldin's hiring, and they got that new office in Fresno. I mean, that's all pretty exciting to learn about. Got BioWish Technologies. That's pretty cool. We got a new biotech company exhibition here. Yeah, we got all kinds of cool stuff. I'm really excited about this.
You said it was Boy Scout, not military.
I know this is a pretty cool turnout for ag technology. We're gonna turn over here and kind of check out. Oh, we got some more pesticide companies, some more engineering and equipment companies. Over here we got a lot more mechanics-based companies. We got O'Reilly Auto Parts over there. I mean, just look at this. O'Reilly Auto Parts you wouldn't typically think of as an ag company, but they offer all kinds of attachments you can put on your trucks and tractors to make them more efficient. We got wow. Check that out. It's a thermal camera for surveillance. That's pretty exciting. I mean, there's all kinds of, like I said, anyone can be involved in the ag industry even if they're not farmers. It doesn't matter what kind of industry you're involved in the ag industry one way or another. You always have something to offer. So here we have the Toro Ag booth, and they're focused on irrigation and irrigation based technology. They're talking about flow control and drip tape and all kinds of different irrigation methods. So they're pretty interesting to talk to. I'm actually going to be doing an episode on irrigation pretty soon, so I'm going to be listening to their podcast quite a bit to learn about what exactly it is that they do and what their new technology is going to be looking like and how exactly it's going to be helpful. We also have Gray Line here, another valve and casting company, so they're also irrigation based, and so there's a lot of irrigation companies here as well, and that's kind of a big deal right now with the drought situation going on. Farmers are forced to be more aware of their water use and more conservative in how they use their water, and so this technology is going to be kind of a big contributor to how exactly that is done. And so if you come over here they actually have a demonstration of their different types of irrigation tape that they have along the ground here with some nursery trees. And so they have the micro sprinkler, the blue stripe, and the blue line. So they have some pretty cool information here on different irrigation methods, and I'll be talking to them a little bit as time goes on. I just kind of wanted to get you guys a quick overview of what Toro's all about. So there's a lot of companies here, man. It's it's pretty incredible. Alright, so I just found this booth here. I'm sure you guys know what this is already, but this is in fact the Ultra Advanced Corporation booth. And you can see right here on their little table here, they have the flyers and business cards for the Bulldog UAV that we just did an episode on recently. And so I'm hoping that you guys come over and check out this booth. They're not here right now, so I'll have to come back and catch them whenever they're here and talk to them about what's going on. Maybe Steve will be here sometime later. I'll have to get him to call and see what his plan is. But yeah, no, definitely come over and check this out again. This is in Pavilion D, and it's just to re-clarify, it's 4208. So yeah, it's right here, you know, towards the east side of Pavilion D over here. So make sure you guys go over and check out this booth. I just wanted to showcase that I actually found it. But unfortunately, Steve and the other Ultra Advanced guys aren't here right now. So I'll be coming back and I'll check them out, and I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so I just got out of Pavilion D, and I also just got off the phone with Eric Wilson, and you guys should know Eric by now. He's the co-founder of My Job Depends on Ag, And so I was just talking to him about the My Job Depends on Ag booth. So we're gonna go try to find it right now. He says in the most southwestern part of the showground. So we're gonna go look for it and see if we can find it. And it's really exciting because he just announced on Facebook, and he just told me about it, but PBS has finally given them permission to give more information on the My Job Depends on Ag documentary that's going to be coming out. So you guys already know that we're going to have an episode on that coming out, and I already talked to Eric about it, and he's fine with it. So as soon as we can, we're going to have that episode out for you guys, and I can't wait to learn all about the documentary. I can't wait to watch it. I'm sure you guys can't wait to watch it either, so look out for that in the future. We're going to keep looking around for this My Job Depends on Ag booth, though, and I'll get back to you guys whenever I find it. Okay, so I figured out where the My Job Depends on Ag booth is. I'm walking right there right now, but it is far. It's on the other side of the farm show ground, so I'll see you when I get there. Here we have the New Holland booth once again. You can see their sign up there. We're continuing along our way here, moving into the case tractor booth right here. Look at the size of these behemoths. So this is pretty cool. Over at the case booth, they have the KMJ setup here. They have News Talk Radio KMJ on 580 AM, 105.9 FM, and it's pretty cool to see this booth here because I listen to these guys quite a bit. So I'm hoping to catch them when they're actually here talking. That'd be kind of a cool experience to get to see. Here we are once again at the Expo booth. We're walking past here as they're cleaning equipment over there. That's pretty cool to see. So just over there, it's hard to see from right here, but we have the VIP tent. And as the name implies, only certain people get to go into the VIP tent. I'm pretty sure I'm not one of them, although I should be. And so, as we kind of go along here, we're passing by the GEA booth once again, and some of the more dairy technologically based companies. So my map says it's right past the wine and cheese building, which is right there. So I'm pretty excited. We're getting pretty close to the My Job Depends on Ag booth. I can't wait to check it out. I know that neither of the Erics are here right now because Eric Wilson, I think, is back home, and Eric Bream is in Sacramento taking care of some business, but they'll both be here later this week, so we'll definitely catch up with them. There's the Aftermilk stand. That's pretty cool to see. Okay, so I just got done at a booth. I still haven't found the My Job Depends on Ag booth, but I just got done at a booth where they sell container covers, and they are the nicest people I've ever met in my life. They have two of the people, or it's two guys, they're partners, and one of them is from New Zealand, and the other one is from Long Beach, which is awesome. I think that's really exciting to talk to people from, just all over. And so I sat there and talked to them for probably a lot longer than I should have. I probably should have been getting some of the coverage, but it's all right because my phone's about to die anyway. But yeah, no, that was such a cool experience, and I enjoyed talking to them so much. I'm still looking for the My Job Depends on Ag booth. It's around here somewhere. But that was so cool. I'm going to be going back by there tomorrow to check out their booth. So make sure you guys tune in and just see them. They're going to give us a quick talk about what they do, what their company is all about, who they are, and they're so fun. That was such a good conversation, so I hope you guys enjoy. I'm gonna see if I can find the My Job Depends on Ag booth, and the farm show grounds is actually about to close, so I'll be closing off this video here in just a minute as soon as I can find it. So all right, so I think this is the My Job Depends on Ag booth. It's all covered up and there's no flags out to see it, but it's right next to the Maverick booth right here, and on the map it says it's right next to the Maverick booth. So I'm assuming that this is the My Job Depends on Ag booth, so I'm gonna have to come back by tomorrow whenever they're open and get some more coverage on these guys. I really can't wait to talk to them too, because they're such a good group of people, and that's really exciting. So yeah, I think that is it. So we'll find out tomorrow, I guess. We're gonna just keep walking. I think that the World Ag Expo is about to close, plus my phone's about to die, so this might be it for you guys, and it might be it for me. I think I might pack up and go home here. So okay, so I just found out that because it is the first day and vendors are still setting up and stuff, they actually have the grounds open until 8 o'clock. So I have a couple more hours to go around and interview people. So we're not done just yet. And I think I see the next person I want to interview right over here. We're going to go over to this company right here and see what they're all about and see if they're going to talk to us. Alright, so I was just talking to a couple of their companies over there about manufacturing and transportation of steel and other commodities, so I'm going to be interviewing them over the next few days. And then, yeah, so I'll be talking to them probably tomorrow will be probably the best time, maybe Wednesday or Thursday because of the rain, but we'll just kind of see how that goes. That's, it's a really cool industry to get into, transportation, and that guy was just telling me about an issue in the steel production industry right now that I wasn't aware of. A lot of ag companies that are using large ag equipment are using the wrong type of steel apparently. So apparently like a phone or like any kind of technology, steel evolves. And so there's steel today that is much more advanced than steel, 20 years ago, and so it's a lot thinner and lighter and even stronger than the steel today, and a lot of people don't realize that, so they just think steel is steel, and they're using the same old steel they've always been, and so it's kind of damaging to their potential. So it's kind of cool to learn about that. And I'm going to be doing an episode on that at some point. I talked to the guy, he's going to talk to us about it after the farm show, but I'm going to be going back over to their booth to kind of get some more information on their company, so I'm pretty excited about that. I was also talking to the company that was right next to them, and they're a transportation company. They transport commodities, and he was saying that all the steel that guy produces, he hauls it. So I mean, it's kind of a package deal, and they didn't even mean for that to happen. So that was kind of cool to learn about too. So I'm going to be doing an episode on them because I want to cover transportation. As some of you may know, if you follow ag in the classroom, that's their theme of the year is ag transportation. That's kind of an industry I think gets looked over quite a bit, and it's an industry my brother's involved in, so it's one that I kind of hold dear to my heart. So I'm going to be covering that quite a bit. So yeah. All right, so I just got done talking to Carissa. She's the Ag Ventures coordinator, the one that's been kind of helping me through this whole thing, and who gave me the opportunity. I'm grateful to be given to it, but she just offered me a golf cart, so that's gonna be exciting. So tomorrow I'm gonna get to drive around a golf cart, make things a little bit quicker, and yeah, so it's gonna be pretty cool. As you guys can see, I was on my way out and I decided to stop by the Davis booth again, and nobody's here, but they did finish setting up the booth and it looks pretty nice. So they mostly focus on weather tech and, you know, just measuring possibility for it. They have that thing up there, and it's just, you know, talking about weather and soil and, you know, a lot of cool stuff. So I think we're going to come back by tomorrow and talk to them again about just doing this with just my phone in my hand and no mic. But I think we're going to come back and talk to them tomorrow about what they do and just kind of get a little a brief little synopsis of what's going on here, kind of like what we did today, but in more depth. So cool. I just wanted to swing by and check on that, and this is what I found. So yeah. There's the golf cart parking over here. That's pretty cool. Look at those lights. And they have it decorated so nice. Alright, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this first look into the World Ag Expo. It's been incredible. I've met so many amazing people, had some really good interviews, gotten to see some pretty cool booths and technology. We're going to be covering every single day, and this each episode is going to be coming out every single day of the week, and we're going to be just, you know, getting it all. So hope that you guys enjoy, and you might as well just, you know, if you're here, come check me out, come find me walking around, text me or email me or comment on one of my videos or on my Instagram or message me, whatever. I'll find you guys, and you guys can be on the episodes, and we can kind of just talk and see what's going on. I'll be covering all kinds of stuff and interviewing all kinds of people. So for a chance to be on the podcast, make sure you guys tune in. And so yeah, I think that's it. I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Just kind of walking around looking at some other booths before I go. But yeah, everything's about to close down, so we'll see you guys tomorrow. And don't forget, if you ate today, thank a farmer. So around this time, the sun's starting to go down. There's a lot of vendors starting to leave now. You can see all the vehicles going around behind me as they all drive off, and so it's kind of just, you know, there's not a whole lot to cover anymore. There's not a whole lot of people to interview. All the vendors are starting to take off, and I don't blame them. It's pretty cold out here, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. I'm gonna go home and eat some lunch or some dinner, and edit these videos and have this up for you guys. And then I'm gonna be back here first thing tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock for the opening ceremony. I'm gonna try to get as much of that recorded as possible for you guys, so you guys can check that out. And yeah, so stay tuned for tomorrow's episode. If you catch me walking around, come over and I'll put you in an episode. I'll interview you, ask you what you like about the World Ag Expo, and it'll all be a good time. I've got quite a few people asking me to come back and check them out tomorrow, so it's going to be a busy day. I'm going to be running around like a chicken with my head cut off, hopefully not, but we'll kind of see how that goes. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I hope you guys are enjoying the World Ag Expo if you're here, and if you're not, why aren't you here? So yeah, I'll catch you guys next time, and don't forget, if you ate today, thank a farmer.